Yeah. All right, game day. Good morning, game day is live, people. Let's go.
What is going on? Oh man,
Man,
hey,
go ahead, Reese. Tell them what we
we
got this morning.
we so excited, and this is I don't know, our third version of Game Day. And let me tell you, good morning, Game Day that is, and good morning, people. We want to thank you for joining us. I'm D. Earl Reese of the Sports Shop with an S. We got K Mac of the Sports Shop rocking with us. We got the lovely, talented Pam Thompson Smith of the Sports Shop, and from Homespun Sports, a guy I've known since I was 18. That's the truth. The
Way back,
man, he
way
is a
back.
coach. We call him Coach Montgomery. He's been everywhere coaching at the college and professional level. He has the knowledge that nobody else has. I'm telling you. So welcome, guys. How's everybody doing today?
What's
Good
going on?
morning.
Coach, how we doing out
And
west?
so,
Man, I tell you, man,
Pam,
I'm
Pam,
like Earl K. Mac Pam. I'm like Usher. Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
so co-
Yeah.
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 so
I'm like
so we're
Usher.
gonna yield.
Let's roll.
We're gonna yield to the coach right now. Coach, get it started. What is on your mind right now, Coach? What you got?
Guys, right quick, 'cause we got a lot to cover in college football, but we always like to address issues in the NFL. And argue the hottest topic in the NFL right now is Dante Adams. Where'd Dante Adams go? Earl, you big Raider fan. I'm gonna give you the first shot. Where'd
Yeah,
Dante
yeah.
Adams go?
Devontae's going to be in one or two places, I'm going to tell you where exactly he's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Carr wants him back down playing with in the Saints. Derek Carr is this real close friend. Play with him at Fresno State. So
Absolutely.
I will
Absolutely.
not be surprised if you go down to the Bayou, hang out down in New Orleans with Derek Carr. The other one,
Mm-hmm.
K-Max going to be happy. I think the doggone Commanders should do all they can if they have the cap space to bring in Devontae Adams to team up with McLaurin. And of course, Jaden
Absolutely.
Daniels could be that dude. So those
Mm-hmm.
those are my two choices. Everybody else, I don't think so. They're not serious. I think those are two teams that are very serious about trying to get it.
Okay. Kim Ed.
I'm definitely leaning toward the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints would be doing themselves an injustice if they don't try to get Devontae Adams. But I tell you what, the Commanders is probably they're making a serious play to get him to come play with Jaden Daniels in Washington. It's looking pretty good right now. My inside sources tell me that we're probably third on the list right now.
Okay.
First on the list is going to be New Orleans. I think Derek Carr is going to be able to sway that. The only
Okay.
reason it may not happen is because they're a little longer than two, and he may be looking toward the future and seeing that's our best play in Washington. Baby, say we're looking toward the future, and it's a little more longevity than it may be in New Orleans. But New Orleans is poised to make a run at the Super Bowl quicker than the Commanders right now. So we got to weigh both of those.
Okay. Pam, what say ye? What say ye?
Well, I agree with both of them. I think he probably will end up in New Orleans, but the reason that Jerry Jones landed the plane is that, he's trying to work some magic, and so he could end up in Dallas. So that's
CD,
why, what happened with the plane landing in the field and all that is, it's just smoke screen for what we're working on.
absolutely. Jerry
Wow.
Jones been telling
Whatever, Jerry.
Jerry Jones been telling that license free agency guys, I'm all in. They got a running back. They can't play no more. They can't block nobody. They can't stop the run. They're a team in a downward spiral, no question. Talking about Dallas. Uh, CD Lamb definitely needs help. He's the only person on the field that strikes fear into a defense. Guys, I let this all for you guys, and you didn't bring up the most obvious, and that would be the New York Jets. I mean,
No,
Mm.
okay. Well, let me say
Well,
this
Well, no,
for
no,
two reasons.
I thought about that. Go ahead, Coach. Tell me why.
Two reasons. Number one, uh, he's 31, and while he arguably is still one of the top 2 to 3 wideouts in the NFL, he's 31. So his window of opportunity to get that Lombardi trophy is narrowing quick. And there's a team in New York whose window of opportunity is, I'm talking about, faster than bunny rabbits have sex. The Jets better hurry up and get it
Wow.
together. But I'm telling you,
wow.
hey, Aaron Rodgers connection. When he made his name, he did it in Green Bay, being Aaron Rodgers' #1 guy. Aaron Rodgers is 40. His window of opportunity is shrinking quick. Guys, I'll tell you something. If the Jets don't make a serious run in the playoffs, uh, uh, the owner will wipe that slate clean. So and you guys talking about New Orleans? Hey guys, New Orleans Derek Carr, I get it, the connection. Hey, they ain't better than Todd Bowles and Tampa Bay. And right now, they ain't better than Kirk Cousins and Atlanta. So they the only team right now that New Orleans is clearly better than is the Carolina Panthers. That's
No,
a fact.
Coach,
Ooh.
no, I disagree. But I think
Okay.
what we saw.
Okay.
Okay, what we saw in the first two weeks for the Saints, they're legit. They're legit. I think your schedule has a lot to do with obviously how you play, how your record's going to be. If you got a tough schedule coming out or a light schedule, it's going to show up. But yeah, I think
So
the
you
Saints are
think
for real.
so before we move on from this, you think Devontae Adams going to the Saints makes them a Super Bowl winner?
Okay, makes them a playoff contender. I mean, Super Bowl winner.
Contender.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the Super Bowl, particularly in NFC, surprising or not, and I'm a prisoner of the moment. I think it resides in Atlanta, and right now resides in Minnesota and Washington. I know that's crazy, but that's why I think.
No, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. Because this guy's 31 years old, and his window is shrinking quick. Okay, so I'm gonna bet each one of you guys a cold Pepsi and a bag of pig skins, pork rinds. Want to see you that he ends up with the Jets. Now, if he's smart, right quick before we go to this, one more thing. If he's smart, he'll take a long look at Pittsburgh. They got it. They're leading.
I like that one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Good.
And if he really want to ensure himself a ring, he pick up that phone or have his agent pick up that phone, call John Harbaugh. And say, I know y'all got Zay Flowers, and I know y'all got two good tight ends. But I tell you what, you guys with me, we can dethrone Kansas City. So let me ask you this, guys. If you were running the front office of an NFL franchise team, and you knew you were taking the best quarterback, you're gonna take a quarterback with the first pick in the first round. And this is a good year for quarterbacks. Right at 7, you got Jalen Milroe, Carson Beck, Shadur Sanders, Cam Ward, Garrett Nussmeier, and Quinn Ewers from Texas. It's a good year for quarterbacks. Who do you take if you got the first pick? Pam.
Sanders as
You take Shadur.
complete quarterback. Yeah.
Okay. Talk to me.
There's
Hello.
only one. Shadur Sanders, coach. There's only one.
You take Shadur Sanders.
Absolutely.
Okay. I ain't heard from you, Earl.
My choice is going to be between the two guys that played last Saturday. One of those two guys would be my choice. And right now, I'm taking Jalen Milroe. I'm not a homer, but I do like Carson Beck though. And by the way, Coach, we haven't begun to talk about that jump. You told me I was crazy as hell last weekend, but we're gonna get on that. We're gonna say that for a little later. But to answer your questions, I'm saying right now Jalen Milroe, because his ability to throw the long ball, that head coach is going to be so good for him. He's going to be so much better. Michael Penix was all right, and then when he got Caleb DeBoer, he became really good. Jalen Milroe is going to be the same kind of guy.
Certainly.
And I think Carson Beck, outside of the first half, he's special too. Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna say this: shame on you, Mel Kiper, because going into last week's show of Good Morning Game Day, Mel Kiper had Carson Beck at the head of the line, at the top of the list. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, for you, and I think it was K-Mac, and I think it was Pam, says Shadur Sanders, correct?
Yeah.
That's right.
Gentlemen, you cut the suit to fit the cloth. Okay. So if I'm going to deploy Todd Monken's playbook, John Harbaugh's playbook, I'm talking about Baltimore Ravens, and I'm a big Raven fan. Okay. If I'm going to deploy their playbook, give me Jalen Milroe, because Jalen Milroe in the FCS is Lamar Jackson in the NFL. And we talked about it last week, guys. I had Georgia, and I done ate all that crow. Okay.
Me too.
But here's the thing. And Kirby Smart said it after the game. You got to make him one-dimensional. I said it on the show last week.
You did. You said that.
Listen, and Kirby said it. If that gum Jalen Milroe get to running and throwing, he's hell to beat. Yeah. So So if I'm gonna deploy what Baltimore does, I'm gonna take Jalen Milroe without question. Now, if you say, well, you first round draft pick, and we'll take quarterback, what we gonna do, coach? Pick up Kyle Shanahan's playbook at the 49ers. Okay. Pick up Matt Campbell's playbook at the Detroit Lions. That's what we're gonna do. Then I'm probably gonna go with Shadir. And there's some good ones out there. There's some natural bone good ones out there. Cam Ward can play. That kid Jackson Dart at Ole Miss can play. Garrett Nussmeier at LSU can play. Quinn Ewers can play.
So, Coach, you're saying, but you know, here's the crazy part about it, Coach. None of those teams you just mentioned, they won't be up in the first, second, and third, fourth pick on the draft.
I'm just saying, if you are taking a quarterback, which one do you take? And again, guys, it's the playbook. If I'm gonna run Kyle Shanahan's playbook, you are rendering Jalen Milroe a disservice, because I promise you now, that ain't his game. And because he
had a Jalen Milroe type guy who can't play though. He couldn't play. What's the kid from Wyoming or North Dakota State? What's the kid that drafted first? San Francisco. Trey Lance. I'm talking.
Trey Lance. Yeah. Trey Lance.
He didn't work out. He didn't work out in that system either.
Yeah, well, that was a mistake. Yeah, he third team at Dallas. He's third. He's third team he's third string on an atrocious team. But no, before we get into that and get into college guys, here's why I take Shadir. Is Shadir Sanders, if you look at his production and guiding a team to be 4-1, okay? 4-1. And they've gotten better every game since Nebraska. Shadir Sanders is doing what he's doing with the least threat of a run game. And that's so vital. You do know that now. It's fun. And they're getting a little better. But Shadir Sanders is doing that, being a pure straight pocket passer. Because if you don't have play action pass, guys, it hurts. It's hard to play quarterback without play action pass. And you played her, you know what I'm talking about?
No, I mean that's Lamar Jackson. That's why Lamar Jackson is going to be successful, because of Derrick Henry. He can play action because they can run the ball now versus sitting back there and throwing the football.
Yeah, and it ain't listen. They're gonna run the gap scheme coming out of the locker room. Okay, John Harbaugh and I go back to Cincinnati, and since on the same staff on the Rick Minner in 1996. They're gonna run the gap scheme downhill. Yes, but they're going to run the ball. Prior to getting Derrick Henry, the only running threat was Lamar. Now you got two serious running threats. They still going to run the football. Hey, guys, we get into college football. You ready?
Let's do it.
Pam, you at homecoming, huh?
I'm at homecoming, yeah.
Pam said, I'm already here.
I'm already here.
Hey, K-Mac, I want your take on this. There's only one top 25 matchup, just one this week, okay? And that's the Missouri Tigers go to Kyle Field, take on Texas A&M. Who wins that game and why?
I'm gonna give it to Texas A&M. I took a good look at Texas A&M yesterday for some odd reason. I'm watching their reality show. So some reason it was a long day yesterday.
Okay. Apparently.
Yeah, it was a long day yesterday. That's all I got to say. But, I gotta be honest with you. I'm a believer in Mike Elko. Coach Mike Elko is the reason that I'm picking Texas A&M. Coach Mike Elko finds a way to get these guys to believe and get these guys to play with a level of toughness that Texas A&M has been missing. And I think he has a quarterback. The quarterback's pretty decent. I think Texas A&M.
Who's the quarterback? Who? I'm listening.
I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name though. That's what I'm saying. But
controversy. What Prince say? Controversy. Listen,
yes.
But Coach,
it ain't
the reason K-Mac can remember his name, because if you got two quarterbacks, you don't have one. So that's why he said that, right?
Hey, listen. Hey. And Pam,
I thought the one that have a win last time. The last one.
Hold
on.
That's
the one.
I'm gonna tell you something. Connor Wegman started.
Yeah, but he ain't the guy.
And he lost
Right.
They lost him. They opened the season with Connor Wegeman, and they
Yeah,
lost.
he's not the guy. Yeah.
Now he been hurt. He hurt his shoulder. Okay, he ain't played since. They've won 3 in a row with this Marcel Reed kid, a true freshman.
That's
okay.
It.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on,
Now,
Coach, hold on. I hate to interrupt, but if I had my eyes closed and I was listening to you,
okay,
and you said it was 2 quarterbacks, one named Connor,
Mhm.
one name, what's the other name?
Stop, Rick.
Marcel.
Marcel,
I already know.
Darius, Shavante.
Hey, Coach, I already know exactly what they look like. By the way, keep it going. Let's go.
Okay. Well, hey,
And now you see, look, Reese. Now you see the reason that I said now they have a quarterback.
No.
Now they have a quarterback.
No. This ain't got nothing to do with ethnicity.
Okay, I got you. But I just yeah.
Marcel Reed done led them to 3 straight wins. 3 straight. The guy they started, they're saying his health is questionable. He'll be ready game day. But now here's the thing, Mike Elko, who you gonna run out there? The boy who started the first game of the season and we lost, or this other brother over here, no pun intended, that we done won 3 in a row with. That's all I'm saying.
Coach, like I said, I had an opportunity to watch quite a bit, and I'm telling you, the new guy is gonna be playing. The old guy that they gave all the money to better save his money.
Okay, all right. So guys, Pam, man, I can smell the barbecue right now. Got the cold beer pouring. You at homecoming, Keenan Stadium, UNC. It's 3-2. They ain't beat nobody good yet. They beat Minnesota. They beat Charlotte. They beat North Carolina Central. And they taking on 4-0 undefeated Pat Narduzzi's Pitt Panthers. Come on, talk to me now.
Right,
Pam left the scene.
Pam want no parts of that.
Pam with Dodge, just like the Tar Heels.
Pam, all right, K-Mac, who gonna win that? Now, come on, now talk to me.
So, in order not to seem like a hater, I'm gonna go ahead and say Pitt is gonna come out on top because Pat Narduzzi, once again, he's gonna have these guys fired up, ready to go because you have the audacity to bring us in for your homecoming, and that's completely disrespectful. And they're gonna come in, and this is probably gonna be the toughest defense. And I have no data to back this up. This is probably gonna be the toughest defense Carolina's faced all season long. It's gonna be a problem.
Well, speaking of defense, there you go, Pamela. Come on back now.
I'm back. It cut off.
So speaking of defense, Carolina got none.
Conveniently.
Zero.
And they gave up 70 against James Madison. Pam, sweetheart.
Yes.
Do you remember it was 1994 and the commercials ran, if you loved them, this is your last time to see them. The Jackson 5 and the Victory Tour.
Not the Victory Tour. I forgot about the Victory Tour.
So
I know. I think that's the name of the album.
Victory Tour. It's over.
It was 1990. If you love the Jackson 5, this is the last time you're gonna see them in the Victory Tour. I saw the Victory Tour in Oklahoma City, and I can still remember they closed the show with "Let's dance, let's shake your body down to the ground," and they were doing that head thing, really popping their head back and forth. They were lined all up. That's what you're gonna be seeing today with Mac Brown.
Wow.
This the Victory Tour, honey. This the Victory Tour, sweetheart. They ain't beat nobody. Pitt gonna whip their ass today to the stripes like a barber pole.
I don't think we'll get a win for our homecoming.
To the stripes like a barber pole. Okay.
Hey, Pam. I know a team y'all could beat, Pam. I know a team.
And Pitt just recently scored like 70-some points, so 70 is not our magic number.
well, look like they on track to break a record today.
And get another 73.
Hey,
Coach.
St. Aug gonna have a team.
They coming into this game riding a 2-game losing streak, guys. Pitt gonna beat them. That's 3 losses. They gonna stagger into the Chump Change Bowl, and the fan interest is gonna be low. And Mac Brown is 73 years old, and he gonna say, to hell with this. He has no sanctity of the locker room. I'm talking in my locker room. You're not, what you hear in here stays in here. They talking it outside. He got to make a public apology. The guy is a first ballot college football Hall of Famer, and all he's doing is damaging his legacy. And I'm telling you now, this is the victory tour. If you loved him, this is the last time you're gonna see him, because he's out of here.
Well, I love him.
Wow.
Good. Well, I hope you pull up.
Well, coach, coach, it's ironic you mentioned that, because we talked about that a lot on Thursday. Kevin said the same thing you said, and I said something very similar. But getting back to the game today, one of the best dressed coaches that we talked to during media day, and he kind of likes us. So I said that Carolina's going to lose anyway. So I don't feel bad beating them, because Carolina's going to lose. They should have lost from North Carolina Central, because North Carolina Central had them beat. And the only reason they didn't, North Carolina had more Jimmy Jones at the end than Carolina did.
Guys, this guy's 73 years old. He's got a national championship on his resume, and he's struggling to beat North Carolina Central. You think he's gonna hang around for that?
No.
Get the hell out. I'm telling you, it's the victory tour. Yeah. It's the victory tour. I'm telling you.
Justified, been to the tour. Justified.
Hey.
I'm gonna be thinking about that today when I get to the game.
Hey guys, South Carolina host the Ole Miss Rebels. Ole Miss fresh off a whipping against Kentucky. They got one common opponent. Kentucky beat Ole Miss like a drum, and then 20-17. But then South Carolina beat Kentucky 31-6. What's your take on the game, K-Mac?
Come on, Coach. You already know them. You already know. I'm Carolina all day.
Okay.
Carolina all day, Coach. Come on.
If Lenora Sellers is healthy, I like, and that boy Raheem Sanders, that running back at South Carolina, and that quarterback's the truth. You know, he's Jalen Milroe on a budget. Earl.
Ooh.
He's Lenora Sellers. He's Jalen Milroe.
He's Jalen Milroe on a budget.
On a budget.
Hey, Coach, but let's not forget, this is the kind of game that Lane Kiffin wins, though. They lose one last week. They should have lost. They shouldn't have lost. And you said the Dalton kid is pretty good. I just think that this is a game that Lane Kiffin gonna have the Rebels. First of all, K-Mac's never gonna pull for the Rebels anyway. I'm telling you right now.
There you go.
It's just something about Ole Miss.
K-Mac remember them Confederate flags. K-Mac remember them flags. Come on.
I don't give a damn if they change it to a bear, a pelican, or an anteater. I don't care what they change the damn mascot to. I don't like them. I ain't gonna ever like them. It don't matter who they put there. If my brother went there, damn it, I won't go for him either.
Earl.
Wow.
Earl Reese. There was a guy who you know of, played quarterback at Alabama by the name of Steve Sloan. Was it Sloan?
Oh yeah.
Had a job at Ole Miss, had a job and couldn't win, and they stayed on him before they fired him. And he said, "Ole Miss ain't gonna never win until you get this slave mask off the side of these helmets." If you remember that, they had to,
I remember that.
Steve Sloan told him. But I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna be a tough one, guys. Shane Beamer at South Carolina has to win, and Las Vegas has them catching 9.5. If I'm betting man, I'm taking South Carolina in them points. Shane Beamer got to win, and they were in that LSU game right down to the wire. I like South Carolina. Hey guys, my boy Sam Pittman. And boy, man, Sam, I tell you what, hard luck, Sam, as Arkansas hosts Tennessee. Okay, Arkansas, Las Vegas likes Arkansas grabbing 13.5 points. What say ye, Pam? The Hogs. Ooh, pig. Sure. What'd you say?
I'm going with the Hogs.
Okay.
You go to Tennessee?
Hold on, Reese giving me a hard time. Let me see, Reese, you like Tennessee?
Yes.
They're number 4 in the country. They got
I don't
number
give down
1.
to number 1. I ain't never put. I don't think I worry about Tennessee's the 3rd week in October. But I think Tennessee
ready for.
Okay.
And that's the problem, Pam, because they worried about that game, and they're gonna go out there Arkansas. Arkansas gonna punch them in the mouth because they was idle last week. They didn't even play last week. But Arkansas gonna pump it because Pittman's gonna have them ready, Coach.
Okay,
You
so
know what?
you
I'm gonna
think
tell you
they
something,
looking
guy.
too far ahead?
K-Mac, Earl, Pam, I worked with Sam Pittman. He's on that staff when we were at Cincinnati together with Rex Ryan and John Harbaugh, Wink
Yep.
Martindale, Wink Martindale, the defensive coordinator in Michigan. And Sam Pittman can coach. It's tough, guys. I told you now, Fayetteville, Arkansas, on location alone, it's a long way from Fayetteville to Africa. And you got to get the same black athlete. I'm telling you now, you got to
Oh
get the
my
same
God.
black athlete to come to Fayetteville that you're trying to get to go to LSU, Alabama, and Georgia. Okay? But Sam Pittman's a good coach, man. But one thing, watch this. Sam Pittman going to play ground and pound. And he got that quarterback, Jaquindon Jackson, who is the leading rusher for quarterbacks in the country. He's run for
Oh, wow.
500. He can run for 509 yards, and he
Mm.
scored 9 touchdowns. If they could control somehow the football and squeeze the air out of it, I tell you, it's gonna be tough, man. Tennessee, #1 defense in the country. But that could be a heck of a contest. Hey. So let me ask you this now. And we're going to come back to this, but this is I got to get your take on this. So, Pam, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Earl K. Mac, can I have your attentive ear?
Yes.
We do.
Yeah.
You got it.
Okay, Pam, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to go old school. I don't
Okay.
want no shucking. I don't want no shucking and no jiving, and I don't want no ambulance riding. Okay?
Damn. Not the
I
ambulance
want-
riding.
Not Nan. I want to know, Pam,
Mm-hmm.
do white folk respect HBCU football?
Coach, let me get my coffee real quick. Hold on, cause you
Well,
you
you
trying
know
to
it was
start
coming.
something. You trying to start something this morning. Let me get myself
Oh
together.
wow.
Let me get
Come
myself
on
together
now.
here.
I
So
think
this,
it probably depends on which white folk you talking
Man,
to.
are you talking about the ones that's currently enrolled at
The
HBCU?
ones that work
you did-
there, or
you didn't understand my question?
No,
Earl Reese,
yeah. Yes,
What's the
sir.
question, Coach? Hold on. What's the question, Coach?
do white people respect HBCU football?
Ooh.
Wow.
whew, that's
I
hard.
told you it was coming. What am I, Mike Tyson? A blindside?
What, Coach? Coach, let me get some more clarification. From what perspective are you speaking from?
RESPECT. Respect
No.
is
What it
respect.
means to me.
Do
No, hey, K man, who's the man spell? Who's that? What's the
Al
guy?
Sharpton.
L. Sharpton spell respect. RESPECT.
I don't want no.
Hey,
I don't
You
want
want
no.
his, hey, Reed, you want his receipt?
I
He
want
wanted to see.
Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong.
somebody.
No, he did say that.
Yeah.
But now, Coach,
What,
I mean, you talking about when schools play them, like when
do they
MEAC
respect
plays up to a.
Earl? Do they respect HBCU football? You're not running for political office. Answer the question.
Well, he
All right, Coach.
Well,
So
okay,
here's the
I'm gonna
deal.
say no. Yeah, go ahead, Mac.
What you say, Reed?
I said I'm gonna say no, but go ahead. You go ahead.
All right.
Okay.
So when you say folks, you mean as an establishment, as an entity, not individuals. I'm assuming not individually.
Somebody else, but Earl said no. You running for political office as well. I see.
I got no. I ain't right now.
Lieutenant
It's one
Governor
thing I know.
K-Mac.
It's one thing. No,
Oh,
it's one thing I know.
Not the
it's one
lieutenant
thing-
governor.
Senator
You
K-Mac.
keep your skirt down.
Pam, answer the question.
okay.
So
K-Mac, are you done?
No, I'm not done. I haven't even got started yet because I was just trying to give clarification. But since you're
Okay.
going to go, I'm going to start with the answer first, and then I give you the clarification. The answer is, as an entity, the answer is no. Because the reason you say no is because all the things that go into what makes college football what it is, we don't get to support from. Now, I know you said, do white people respect it? The question you should be asking is, does anybody respect it? Because quite often, we don't support it either.
Right.
So
No. You
Good
can't
question.
tell me what question I ought to ask. You answer the one I asked you.
Well, damn it, Coach, that's just the way it's going to be today because I'm just giving it to you straight. 6 o'clock, straight up and down.
Okay. Pam, your turn. Come on.
Again, I think I still go back to it depending on which white person that you ask. I think in some aspects, they respect it when they need to or have to. That comes under DEI. That's going away. So I think we will really be able to see if there's any respect for HBCU
Okay.
coming.
Okay. I'm gonna put some real up in this, okay? No, the
We're
answer to
loving
the
it,
question.
Coach.
The answer to the question is emphatically no.
Ooh,
They
that is
enjoy the entertainment aspect of it, okay?
Mm.
Which is a big sample of America's lifestyle. Okay,
Mm.
we the ones that provide the singing, the dancing, the acting, the catching of the ball,
absolutely.
the running of the ball, the shooting of a ball, the rebounding of the ball. Entertain, sing and dance. We working our way up the other thing. And by the way, please vote.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They don't respect it. They enjoy the marching band. They
Mm.
show enough do love that them featured dancers. Okay, them ass is shaking. And what LL Cool J say? They jingling, baby. Go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
baby. They
baby.
jingling, baby. They
Go
like
ahead,
that part.
baby.
They listen. They love that part. Okay, I'm rather fond of it too myself. But at any rate, let me say this. No, guys, and the reason why is in proportion to how many times we play PWIs, they whoop our ass. And that's a fact. It's a shame in a lot of cases. And I'm not talking about when HBCUs at the FCS level have to play, when Alabama A&M got to play Auburn and get their brains beat out 73-3 to pay the bills. I'm not talking about that. No. I'm talking about when Alabama A&M play Austin P. Hello.
Mm.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you something.
Mm.
Southern University today plays Nicholls State in Mumford Stadium on the campus of Southern University. Big shout out to the Jaguars that are tuning in this morning. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Between 1980 and 2000, Nicholls State played Southern 19 times. Nicholls State won 13 of them. Southern won 6. Today, South Carolina State, Kenneth Berry, big shout out to South Carolina State Bulldog, my boy Kenneth Berry. Kenneth travels to Cookeville, Tennessee to take on the Cookeville, Tennessee Tech. And Tennessee Tech ain't cutting no fat hog now. Tennessee Tech, I think they're 2-2. They might even be 1-3, but they ain't cutting no fat hog. These are games, Earl, and come on, man, you a Ray Green disciple. So am I. 1979, Ray Green walked into the building at Alabama A&M, and he said, we're going to win football games, man, because of Ray Green. I can coach this game. And you do what I tell you, like I tell you, we're going to win football games. And we thinking Fort Valley, who else was in that SIAC? Earl, come on, who else? Where Earl is at?
It dropped.
All them SIAC, he wasn't talking about that. Earl, he was talking about North Alabama, UNA. And you were on that team, Earl. And
Yeah.
we whipped UNA in 1979 at their place. Hey, they were nationally ranked, undefeated, 5-0, and ranked number 7 in the country in Division II. And we whipped them at their place in Ray Green's first year. 1980, they came back to our place and whipped them. And what am I going to tell you? And Ray Green is revered and should be in the Black College Hall of Fame. That's Doug Williams. Doug, you listening to me? You need to have Ray Green in the Black College Hall of Fame. Okay, now here's the thing. Just know this, guys. Since there hasn't been but one HBCU to win a NCAA national championship. I ain't talking about no celebration bowl. Okay, I'm talking about NCAA national championship. Ain't been but one. You know who it is? Earl,
Is
I
it
bet
Florida
you know.
A&M? Florida A&M?
I knew you'd get it because they won it in 1978, your freshman year.
Yeah.
They beat UMass in the Pioneer Bowl. Okay, now just a little fact that came back.
Fun fact.
In 1979, the next year, Alabama A&M Earl's sophomore year, Alabama A&M won the conference and went to the NCAA Division II playoffs. And we won the first round of the playoffs, beat Morgan State 24-3 at our place, and they scored first. But here's my point. 1979, the record fact check this. The Florida A&M Rattlers beat the Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But they also lost to the Alabama A&M Bulldogs.
They sure did.
There you go.
Not with Reese T.
If you want their respect, you got to whoop them, and that's a fact. And that's why they don't respect black college football, guy.
That's fair, Coach. Hey, Coach,
it's the truth. What do you fast?
Mathing.
But Coach, here's my perspective on it. It's going to change. It would have changed a couple of weeks ago if Central had a couple more on that field, because they would have beat Carolina. Seriously. Well, score is 14-10 going in the middle of the fourth quarter. So yeah, I mean, they're getting close. I think that the Centrals, I think some MEAC teams, and A&T was close enough, but A&T is going. Their program is I mean, they're awful. So, but I think Trey Oliver and his squad, I think they can surprise some people.
Okay, well, they got a good chance.
Matter of fact, they play Campbell today.
We're gonna hit it and quit it. We're gonna hit it and quit it. Y'all ready? Hit it and quit it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
All right then. So we'll start off, guys, with the MEAC. Hit it and quit it, by the way, is our HBCU lineup for week 6. St. Francis at Delaware. St. Francis at Delaware. What say you? Come on, talk to me.
St. Francis at Delaware State.
At Delaware State, yeah. MEAC.
Delaware State, because I don't know nothing about St. Francis.
Okay. Well,
never heard of St. Francis.
Okay, well, that's what you said last week. That's what
St. Francis of Assisi.
You said that about Stony Brook, and they put 22-3 on Morgan State, which goes back to my point, what I'm talking about. That's what you said, K-Mac, last week. See, okay. All right.
You're right. You're right.
So Lincoln, PA at Morgan State.
And who?
Morgan State.
Lincoln, PA at Morgan State.
Oh, Morgan State. Morgan State. That's CIAA versus a MEAC. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. So Norfolk, Dawson Odoms, he goes to Sacred Heart. To Sacred Heart.
I'm taking Sacred Heart.
Yeah, I'm taking anything got hard, and I'm gonna go with that. Sacred Heart.
I'm taking Sacred Heart.
But I tell you what,
and it's sacred too. You better go with Sacred Heart.
Well,
don't you do it?
I was gonna say Norfolk. Y'all done made me check. Y'all make
go ahead. You go ahead and take Norfolk.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. Blue better get that thing turned around in a hurry at Norfolk State. Unfortunately, I think all y'all right if you got Sacred Heart. I think Sacred Heart go whip them too. All right, now
I just passed by Norfolk State. Trust me.
Yeah, you did.
I'm taking Sacred Heart.
Okay. All right. South Carolina State Bulldogs hit the road, go to Cookeville, Tennessee, and take on Tennessee Tech. Mac Brown is from Cookeville, Tennessee. Did you know that, Earl?
Yeah, I knew that. Hey,
yeah,
I'm taking South Carolina State Bulldogs. I'm taking them.
Yeah. You take South Carolina State Bulldogs.
Yeah, because Tennessee Tech, that's how you playing. I mean, yeah, they have.
If it was Tennessee State, I may.
Yeah, there you go.
A little bit.
So everybody, you got tennis. You got South Carolina State.
Yeah.
South Carolina State. Yep.
I hope so. I believe personally that Chen's a pretty good ball coach. And I'm wishing him all the best and he turn that football program. This is a game he need to win. Now we talk about this. I want to give him props for this. South Carolina State beat the Citadel. They did. Okay. They played Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern just went to Group of 5 and they made a little $200,000 payday they took a whipping against them. But Group of 5 has 85 scholarships. FCS, HBCU FCS has 63. That's the limit. So that's one against it. You must to gain their respect. You got to play them and beat them, guys.
Yeah.
So all right. So and Earl, you just talked about this. North Carolina Central. Okay, Trey Oliver. You got Campbell today.
Yeah.
At Campbell. Yeah. What say you? Come on, talk to him.
I got North Carolina Central.
Yes.
All day.
I mean,
I
got Trey Oliver. Yeah.
I don't have North Carolina Central, but I got Trey Oliver.
There you go.
Okay.
You know what I'm
That's
convinced?
a
I'm
good
convinced,
one to
K
put your
Mac.
hat
I'm
on.
convinced that you are heavy into politics this morning. Because
He
you
always is.
Lieutenant Governor K Mac. Okay.
Hey,
So
coach, it take me a while to get out of work mode. It's been a long week. It's been a
okay.
long week.
In the SWAC, guys, in the SWAC. FAMU goes to Montgomery, take on Alabama State Hornets.
I'm picking the Hornets. I don't like to pick them for anything, but I pick them for this game.
Yeah, but that's your alma
Really?
mater, Reese.
I came back. You're
No,
gonna make me
it's not.
cuss. You're gonna make me cuss, damn it. I'm telling you.
Hold
Okay.
on, wait a minute. Hold on,
Oh.
coach. Wait a minute. Hold on, coach. I got a question for Reese. Reese, that ain't your squad?
No.
That
Hey,
ain't
coach.
like you, Earl. That ain't like you. But okay, come on, guys. Pam, what you got? What you got?
Alabama State.
You got Alabama State. You know, Alabama State was supposedly Alabama State right now is 2-2, but a lot of people thought they would be the best team in the East. I don't think FAM is as good as FAM is the only HBCU ranked in the FCS, and they're ranked number 22. Now, while we on this about this black,
Wait a minute. FAM is ranked higher than North Carolina Central.
North Carolina Central ain't even ranked.
Wow.
Now hold
Okay.
up. Now this goes back to my thing about respecting HBCU football. There's only one Division II team that's ranked in HBCU. Division II team that's ranked in the top 25 in Division II. You know who it is?
No.
Come on, Johnson C. Smith. Johnson C. Smith.
Oh yeah, I heard that was good.
Well, hold up. Johnson C. Smith. Yeah, they're pretty good. Well, they're ranked number 24 in the country in Division II. Okay? They have a perfect record of 5-0. And guys, there are 8 Division II teams with 1 loss ranked ahead of them.
Oh, okay.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get back to this. Hold up. Let's get back to this. UAPB go to Alcorn. Big shout out to the defensive coordinator at UAPB, David Calloway. One maturing. And boy, it's a tough spot to win, man. But and Pine Bluff is 1-3. They at Alcorn 2-3. Come on, who wins it?
Alcorn. Kind of hard to win down the corn.
Okay. All right.
Long as it's the game kicks off at noon, they'll be just fine. Don't if we get dark, all kind of crazy stuff happens in the cornfield.
Oh boy, that's bad. I'm telling you, man. Now that's hey, Marino Chasm with Jack Spinks Field and Marino Chasm Stadium.
No,
I was Marino Chasm's last offensive coordinator.
I remember you. I remember that, coach. I remember you was down there. Yeah.
I was Marino Chasm's last offensive coordinator. He had taken the job at Southern, and we won the Bayou City Classic. And Marino Chasm, College Football Hall of Famer. Texas Southern has flown in a club football team, Division III team. And I apologize, guys, that I can't. It's on the thing. It didn't even pull up. When you hit that little thing, you make it show up on the screen. You tell who it is. It's UVAL. I think the Division III or maybe even NAIA, but surely Texas Southern. That's pitiful, man. That's pitiful over there.
Yeah.
Pitiful.
It must be home. It must be homecoming down there.
It is.
They got a better pick than we did for homecoming.
I guess Pam. Maybe y'all should have got ULBL, wherever they are.
And they have Texas Southern.
Y'all.
Texas Southern has imported in them a win. So Alabama A&M is 2-2, and they're at Jackson State.
Ooh, Matt, what you got, Matt? What you got, Matt? What you got, Matt?
See, I was wondering how long it's gonna take Coach to get around to this, because Jackson State's been playing reasonably well, pretty decent this season. But it's okay, Coach. You ain't got to talk about the Tigers. I believe, baby. So you ain't got to talk about us. But I tell you what, I'm taking Jackson State all day long. The boom shall boom on you all day. Let's go. We're gonna win the halftime. We're gonna win the halftime, and we're gonna win fifth quarter.
Lynch Street. And
Okay.
Come on, Earl. Come on, Earl.
No,
I Alabama A&M.
Coach Manning, I'm not happy with Coach Manning. It's something going on down there. This may he may be on this victory tour, but I'm still picking my Bulldogs. So let's go.
Okay, well,
Reese, you do realize y'all had beat us since Pam joined the show. You know that, right?
He's a fan.
No. We beat y'all. We beat Dion. We beat y'all in the spring, in the COVID year, the spring.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, you're right.
It has nothing to do with me.
Pam, you got to pick.
Oh yeah, Jackson State.
Jackson State. Yeah, Jackson State gonna whip Alabama A&M's ass till it ropes
Thank
like
you.
okra. Till it ropes like not okra.
None of them
Okra.
won't be able to sit out
Okra, like
tonight.
okra,
Okra.
not
Like
okra.
okra. Like till it rope like okra. And this starts to slide. Serious business. This starts to slide for Connell Maynard. He got a
Yeah.
reprieve. Hurricane Helene gave him a reprieve, or Florida A&M would have wore that ass out. But that's okay. The slide starts now. And yeah.
Yeah, I
you like
agree.
you were Connell
agree.
Maynard, yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, because Alabama A&M deserves better than that.
Yes,
That's a
I
fact.
agree.
They deserve better than that. Okay,
agree.
guys, my alma mater. Prairie View is
Pittsburgh be
2-3,
interviewing over there.
and they go to San Antonio and take on the number 15 team in the FCS, Incarnate Word.
You playing who?
Incarnate Word, the number 15 team
Who is
ranked in
Wait a minute, Coach. That's a
we
real
at?
school. That's a real school.
And they play good football, people.
Hey, but Coach, but is that a real school? They got buildings and stuff, or just a commuter school where everybody
It's a
kind of
real
dial in?
Okay. Incarnate Word is for
Incarnate
real.
Word.
And
Are they accredited, Coach? Do they
Yes,
have
who
their
wins
sad
the-
stuff?
Who wins the game? Who wins the game? Who wins the game? See,
I'm picking Incarnate Word because I hear about it every year. So this may be the year.
Yeah,
Well-
the word on the street was Incarnate Word, so that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, let's do it. Make it a three.
Okay. Well, see
Incarnate.
now. All right. See, y'all are answering my question. Bam. Exactly. Prairie View A&M. Ken Houston, Otis Taylor,
My favorite.
James and Jess C.L. Whittington. I can name. I played there. They
John
won-
Montgomery.
Well, you're being kind, but Doris and John didn't have to pay for my education. I was good enough to start for 3 years. So, but I wasn't no pro. But you kind of say that. But then let me say this: that's a football program steeped in tradition, and all three of y'all say they're gonna lose to a school that you ain't never heard of or don't know nothing about.
Look.
Hey, wait a minute.
I'm giving to you straight, Coach.
Hey, Coach, straight up and down, Coach.
I've been waiting to chop it up with y'all about this because Southern today on their campus takes on Nicholls State.
Yeah.
And Aeneas Williams, Mel Blunt, and a bunch of other real Isaiah Robertson, a bunch of real good football players. Southern got Hall of Famers. Nicholls State couldn't melt nobody and
Coach,
pour them in the Hall of Fame.
The problem is Aeneas Williams and Mel Blunt, they're not at Southern anymore. That's the problem.
Yeah, they ain't walking through that door.
They ain't walking through that door, Coach.
Yeah, but
What?
okay, so you honestly telling me that Nicholls State wins more than Southern because Nicholls State got better players? Or go on and say it. Nicholls State can get better black players to go to Thibodaux, Louisiana, than Thibodaux. So you telling me that's why they win?
Yeah, I never knew where the school was. Yeah,
it's in Thibodaux. Down there where they eat them crawfish. Yeah.
But Coach, I know you didn't want me. I know you didn't want me to change your question and tell you what your question should be. That's why I said you're right. They don't support it, but hell, we don't either. So I mean, hell, it ain't their fault. Hell, I don't see us lining up to go there. We'll rather go to Incarnate Word or Nicholls State before we go to a school steeped in tradition, as you say.
Well, you know why?
That's the word right there, K Mac. That's the word.
And K Mac, let me say something. If you're right, and you could very well be right, Governor K Mac. It's because
I got it out of this cup. I got it out of this cup where tradition really lies.
No, let me say
Yeah,
that.
so okay.
If you are an alumnus or you support an HBCU with your enthusiasm, shame on you if you are not reaching into your pocket and getting more of your friends and fellow alumni who love this particular HBCU to at least make sure our meeting room, our weight room, our facilities in the football plant are comparable to the FCS PWI people that we play. I ain't talking about you ain't got to have a facility that Auburn got, that North Carolina got. If you UNC, you ain't got to try that. No, because you ain't gonna never have that. But you ought to have what Mars Hill got if you're at North Carolina Central. You ought to have what Lenore Ryan got if you're at North Carolina Central. You sure ought to. And shame on you if you are North Carolina Central fan or a North Carolina A&T fan, and A&T got pretty good facilities. But and coaches, you got to coach better, man. I mean, man, come on, man. You played for Ray Green.
See what happened?
Man, Ray Green told him, man, Ray Green look at that film and say, we're gonna
so
put
coach, this feeling that you're having right now, coach, is reality. You see reality setting in on you right now. So that's that feeling. That's that feeling that you got. See what I'm saying? So
Coach,
we're gonna walk you through it, coach. We're gonna walk you through it.
Hey, Coach Montgomery.
Coach, stay on you.
Hey, Coach, you're in too deep, Coach. You're in too deep. You're in too deep.
You're a little emotional.
Hey, let me tell you something. No. Can I be real just 1 second? Just 1 second. I have always contended, okay, and you can fact check me on this, that I could coach this game. I was raised by some good coaches, Hall of Fame, college football Hall of Fame coaches, Willie E. Jeffries, Marino Chasm, Ray Green, and I was very fortunate. But I've always said that I know I can coach this game, not because I coached the NCAA Division I leading rusher, Ickey Woods, not because I coached in the January 1 bowl game when I was Southwest Conference champ, Ohio State versus Texas A&M. That's not why I believe I can coach it. I believe I can coach the game because I won 9 games at Langston. Okay. where me and my boy, big shout out to my boy Marty Stewart, who was our defensive coordinator, and Marty and I would get to the stadium early enough at Langston because they wouldn't let us in the press box. We sat on top of the press box, and we had to run the speaker cord down from the top of the press box down through the bleachers and tape it down with electric tape. So the coaches on the side, yes, at little NAIA HBCU Langston. Okay, and made it to the NAIA playoffs. So that's my testimony. But coaches, HBCU coaches, you got to coach better because you ain't gonna get no respect until you whoop their ass, and that's a fact. Okay?
And by the way, Coach, one of your fans who always follow you a lot, a guy named James Ross, he's in Nebraska. He just came on and said, he's in Omaha. He's loving the show. So I just want to say that right now.
Man, okay. Hey guys, right quick. The elite in college football are right now, as we're going today, we're talking Alabama, we're talking Texas, we're talking Ohio State and Tennessee. Are they the elite of college football? Because Ohio State today plays Iowa. They host Iowa. Personally, guys, I know they got a big payroll, over 22 million in NIL. I don't know if Ohio, are they that good? Are they that good? They're untested. They ain't played nobody.
They ain't play nobody. They always they front load a lot of easy teams up front. Then they got to play the Michigans and whatever back end. This year gonna be easier. But to your point, I think it's Alabama. I think it's Ohio State. I think it's Georgia. I mean, then Texas. I don't think Tennessee should be in that top 4 right now, in my opinion.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So K-Mac, Iowa goes to the big house. You ever been in the big house, Earl? You ever been in the big house?
Never been there before, Coach.
In the shoe.
I've been on campus, but I've never been to the big house for a game. No, never
in
been
the shoe.
there.
The big house is.
Yeah, I mean, no. You talking about the horseshoe, the shoe? Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
You been in the K-Mac? You?
I haven't been to that one, Coach. I haven't been there.
We played them when I was at Pitt. That's big time. And you walk up in there, Pam, in the shoe, and when you walk up in the stadium, there's a monument. A brick monument with a big brass plate about 3 feet, about 3 feet wide, and it's about 4 feet tall. And engraved in that brass is Jesse Owens. It's the Jesse Owens. I think it's the Jesse Owens track, but man, that's big time to go up in that shoe, man. But I don't know if Ohio State deserves to be ranked that high. Who you got to? Who wins this game? Do you give Iowa a chance?
I definitely give Iowa a chance, but Ohio State's gonna win.
Yeah,
I get Iowa chance
Ohio
gonna be, but Ohio State is gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the reasons is I just think Ohio State has more of them, and I mean them dudes than Iowa does.
They got a great wide receiver. He's not as good as Ryan Williams, but he's close. They got a good wide receiver there.
I tell you what, guys. I tell you what. I like Ohio State to win, but I like Kirk Ferentz and the Iowa Hawkeyes grabbing them 18.5 points. Because I'm going to tell you something. Now, Kirk Ferentz coach him up. Guys, you ever notice for blocking some of the best offensive linemen in college football that play well in the NFL, Iowa Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Kurt Perez coach up. Kurt
Yeah.
Perez coach up that offensive line now,
Yeah.
and good blocking is conducive to winning.
No, you're right. I think
He's got a
Iowa.
running.
Yeah.
He's got a running back now. This kid Caleb Johnson, that last week against Minnesota, put 206 yards on Minnesota on 21 carries. I don't think they can win, but it could be an interesting game. And if I'm a betting man, I take Ohio State in them 18.5 points.
Hey, Coach, I gotta get. Hey, Coach, I gotta get this one in before we get off.
Okay.
Look, the game I'm interested in. We talked about it yesterday on the show. Miami got to go all the way out to the West Coast to play California Bears out there, man. And California Bears got a good defensive side of the football, so that's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that one.
I plan to come in and try to catch that one certainly, but I think at the end of the day, Cam Ward and his posse is too much speed, and I know they got a good defense, but boy, Cam Ward.
Cam Ward's special. He's special, Coach.
Cam Ward is real.
Cam Ward is money well spent.
Money, yes.
So hey, listen, right quick before we get out of here, two more. Nebraska goes to Rutgers. No. Nebraska hosts Rutgers. Okay, they're in Lincoln. Greg Schiano brings his team in there. So what's your take? Nebraska hosting Rutgers. Hey guys, Rutgers 4-0, and they got
I got Rutgers, Coach. I think Schiano is a great coach. I think I got Rutgers out there on that one, Coach.
And guys, let me tell you something now. Rutgers is 4-0 with an easy schedule. They don't play Penn State. They don't play Ohio State. They don't play Michigan.
Wow.
They got an easy schedule.
That's a good look. Yeah.
And I think Greg Schiano does a heck of a job. I tell you what, now, and if you take Rutgers, you get 7. If you take Rutgers, you get 7. I like that all day.
Okay.
Wow.
Now,
really?
Man. Now, before we get out of here, and I let Pam get off to homecoming so she can catch the victory tour. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
The victory tour. Last time, if you loved him, you better see the Jackson 5. Last time we go see him,
I know he loves me.
Yeah, well, good. I'm glad he do love you. You go down there and put your arm around him, get a picture of him because he's gonna be vapors. He's gonna be vapors at the end of this season. Remember where you heard it. So this one is dear to me. My good and dear friend, Don Wink Martindale, defensive coordinator at the University of Michigan, Michigan Wolverines. Talk about realignment, guy. Realignment. You got Michigan going all the way to Seattle, Washington, and they're in the same conference. Over 2,000 miles. Over 2,000 miles.
Wow.
That's some realignment for your ass right there. But who wins that game, guys?
I'm taking Michigan.
I'm thinking Washington. I think Washington wins that game. Easy.
You're taking Washington. Yeah. What say you, Pam? Come on.
I think Washington because there's different parts where Michigan still looks a little lost.
Yeah, exactly. I agree, Pam.
Washington lost too much.
And the quarterback is weaker.
Say what?
I'm taking Michigan. I don't believe in Washington. I don't believe in them.
Okay, Washington is catching. Washington is catching 1.5. So Las Vegas likes Michigan to win by 1.5.
Okay.
Washington is 3-2. Michigan is 3-1. Hey guys, this is 2 new head coaches. Jed Fish left Arizona, took the job at Washington. Okay. Jim Harbaugh wins the national championship, takes the job at the LA Chargers. Sherrod Moore takes over at Michigan. Okay. 2 new head coaches, also 2 new quarterbacks. Michael Penix gone to the NFL from Washington. The kid J.J. McCarthy gone to the Minnesota Vikings, first round pick with the Vikings. 2 new quarterbacks, 2 new head coaches. Okay. But Michigan, I like, and I tell you why. Number one, I don't miss my position by my friends. Okay. I'm pulling for Don Martindale to do his thing. And so far he has. Guys, I'm gonna tell you something now. They hit Southern Cal square in the lips. When USC went to the big house, they hit them in the mouth and they controlled the flow of that game. Okay. Because Wink got 2 show enough run stuffers inside. One of them is up for the Outland Trophy, and I apologize to the audience that I don't have that kid's name, but they can play defense. They got that boy Will Johnson on the at cornerback, who is probably the best. Will probably be the first corner to go in the draft. So Wink, because he loves to apply pressure. So he's got the personnel to do that. A good defense travels. The other thing, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. This boy Alex Orji, the quarterback at Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, he looks like a tight end. He looks like a tight end.
Yeah.
He's a full-grown man.
Yeah.
He can run like a deer.
Yeah.
He's strong as a wild ox fart. And all he needs is
he's strong. Wait a minute. He's strong as a what?
Wild ox fart.
Okay. I just want to make sure I heard you correctly.
He's strong as a wild ox fart. He's a full-grown man now. Alex Orji is a full-grown man. And I tell you what,
I just got.
He keeps getting sacked though, Coach.
well, listen, they lost some people. They lost some people off that offensive line. Okay, but I say this: they have beaten better people than Washington has. Okay.
All right.
And I think that they're tough enough to bully Washington in their own ball yard. And I got Michigan.
Okay.
And that's how I see it. 6 o'clock. Straight up and down.
So Coach, I mean, hell, I'll ask. How many wild oxen you been around?
Man, I grew up in southeast Oklahoma, 32 miles west of the Arkansas line, Poto, Oklahoma, by God. And
Good question, came man. I was thinking the same thing.
I just thought I asked.
Great question.
Hey, Pam, enjoy the game. Enjoy the game.
Thank you.
Because it's gonna be the last one you see Mac Brown.
It's the
we're gonna be all right. Matt may surprise you.
Okay. Hey guys, I had a ball.
Don't text me. I don't need the text. I don't need any of that.
So would you like me to send the condolences right now, Pam, to you?
Yes.
Hey, Coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, appreciate you, man. That was great, man.
You so much.
You guys have a great day now, everybody.
Man, thanks for having me on. Thanks for having me on, Pam. Pam, you were once, twice, 3 times a
lady. And I love you, dog.
I love you, baby. Y'all take care, guys.
All right, guys.
Peace and blessings. I'm out. Later.
All right.